The Radio Memories Network is brought to you in part by Liberated Syndication, podcast publishing made easy, libsyn.com. That's libsyn.com.
Welcome to Sci-Fi. From its earliest time, radio has always been interested in science fiction. Characters leap into your living room as we go on an adventure into time and space. We now go back to the early days of science fiction on the radio and our imaginations with our featured sci-fi presentation.
Liberator, a Blake 7 adventure, written by James Swallow.
Halt. Stand on the sensor pad and remain motionless. Failure to comply with this directive will result in the use of lethal force. Recognize.
Travis, Stefan G. Ident code Alpha 15105.
Scanning. Confirmed. You are clear to proceed, Commander Travis.
Commander Travis? Commander Travis, sir. Could I have a moment?
Make it quick.
It's just this fleet deployment tasking you requested. It's quite irregular.
Do you make a habit of questioning the orders of your superiors, Lieutenant Rix?
Of course not, sir. But you've withdrawn the Ark Royal Battle Group from Proxima and sent them to the middle of nowhere. They were interdicting privateers at their last location and...
Cruisers and battleships are too slow to chase down asteroid pirates. A squadron of pursuit ships are all that's needed at Proxima.
But, Commander, there's only dead vacuum at the battle group's new coordinates. What targets are out there?
Don't try to think above your pay grade, Lieutenant. I'm playing the long game and you can't see the board from where you're standing. Supreme Commander, you wanted to see me.
Do you recognize this, Travis?
The engagement of Vishnu's moon.
Defeat would be a more accurate description.
I underestimated the Liberator's capability.
The Liberator, yes. The misguided optimism of a lost cause.
This ship's called the Liberator. It's a flame of remembrance. A torch for all the people and worlds you've destroyed, to feed the empire you've built on money, lies, and blood.
Section Leader Laura Mezen, late of the detention vessel London, rather heavy-handed on the symbolism. She is a beta, after all.
Your days are numbered, Commander. It's better to follow one light than live in the dark of the Federation.
They do say that converts are always the most zealous.
Prison guard to armed dissident is something of a career change, wouldn't you agree?
She was listed as deceased by London's captain. I've had him detained on charges of falsifying military records. And there are other anomalies in the ship's logs.
An incident was covered up.
I believe so. I have people investigating.
Frankly, Commander, at this point, my interest is less in Section Leader Mezen's radicalization than in this so-called Liberator.
The craft has no match in our databases, not even in theoretical designs. Drive systems and weapons appear to be highly unconventional.
But effective.
The attack on the Vishnu refinery was savage, almost predatory. It sucked the fuel from the tanks like it was feeding. Supreme Commander, in my opinion, this vessel represents a clear and present danger to the security of the Federation. It could be the vanguard of an alien invasion force.
Oh, I'm fully aware of the magnitude of threat we're facing.
It's locked on! They can't get clear! Holy! The Team 5 losing atmosphere! Disengage! Stop!
We weren't prepared for it at Vishnu. It was just too fast for a ship of that tonnage.
Obviously.
So I've instigated a plan of deployments to assemble a task force. This Liberator, it won't stand up to a coordinated barrage from a battle fleet's particle cannons.
Travis, we live in a delicate balance of power. Political strength rises and falls, and a ship like that would tip the scales in our favor.
You want me to capture it?
Imagine all that power under our control, enforcing Federation law. Look how it moves. As you say, instinctual, feral, and deadly. We can't leave so lethal a vessel in the hands of some disaffected beta. It cannot and will not be allowed to remain outside Federation control.
Destruction is the safer option.
A last resort.
But Supreme Commander...
I believe you have your orders.
It might be possible to board it, but the losses in men and ships would be significant.
Travis, in war there are always sacrifices to be made. Don't fail me. Bring me the Liberator.
And aside from the weird sludge that comes out of the food processors, there's the bunks.
Really?
I can't sleep on them, Jenna. They're too fleshy. I'll get nightmares. Especially after what happened to Gan in that coffin thing.
So curl up on the deck plates then.
Oh, with my bad back. It's not just those things, it's... well, you know, everything.
Villa, is this conversation coming to a point any time between now and the heat death of the universe?
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't like this ship. It makes me uncomfortable.
We can always swing back to Cygnus Alpha and drop you off if you like.
I'm serious. All those creepy little robots going around fixing things all the time.
Lots of ships have drones, Villa.
Not ones that look like bloody big spider wasps. Don't you feel it? It's like the ship's watching us.
I'm still waiting for your point.
Okay, then answer me this. You're a lifelong spacer, right? Been all over the fringe worlds, flown all kinds of vessels and seen all sorts of odd stuff, yeah?
Maybe.
But in all that time, have you ever seen or heard of something like this ship, eh?
No. No, I haven't.
It's alien, Jenna, with a capital A. Humans aren't supposed to be on this thing. It just doesn't feel right.
Well, if that's true, then how come the whole ship is tailor-made for human beings, huh?
All I know is we don't belong here. And what happens when the folks who made this thing come looking for it? I don't want to end up fried like Nezin.
He's afraid of dead people now. By long-established right of salvage, Villa, this ship legally belongs to us. Finders keepers. Even you should be able to grasp that concept.
It's a bloody great interstellar warship, Haven. It's not somebody's credit disc.
How we doing, Blake?
Fine, I think. These flight controls are quite complex.
Well, you'll get used to them.
They might as well be written in Auron.
Gan, did you change any of the headings? If we're off course by even 1/10 of a degree...
Zen, give current status.
Proceeding as instructed. Velocity and course to Rigel maintained.
And no sign of pursuit ships?
No other ships detected.
Just as well.
We need to learn how to fly the Liberator, Jenna, in case you become incapacitated.
You should be careful, Jenna. Being our only pilot makes you invaluable. For the moment.
Yeah. Believe me, I've known kids with a better grasp of spatial navigation than you lot. I am in no danger of being replaced.
You know, a good instructor nurtures and encourages her students.
Yeah, just get out of my chair.
So, have we made up our minds yet? Now this ship's probably topping the Federation's most wanted list. Where are we going with it?
Well, there are a few options.
Well, I'll vote for whatever involves the least chance of us dying.
I think that's a given.
We have a clear run out towards the frontier, correct?
A half dozen jumps and we could be there, yeah?
Then we put as much distance between us and the core worlds as we can, while we have the chance.
Hang on. When we found this ship, it had a big hole punched through it, remember? The reaction mass tanks were virtually dry. It's still healing itself.
What about all the DH3 we tanked from Vishnu?
Oh, we're still short of a full load. The further out we go, the less resources there'll be to salvage.
Who's talking about salvage? Out on the frontier, we're beyond the range of the main fleet. No vessels out there that can even match us.
So we turn pirate? And paint a skull and crossbones on the hull? Oh, come on.
And why not? We take what we want and we live off the spoils. Who'd be able to stop us?
That does sound appealing.
We'll get you a hat.
And what happens when the Federation expands and tightens its grip on the fringe worlds?
We just move further out. With this ship, we're always one step ahead of them forever.
You surprise me, Avon. I never thought you'd be so short-sighted. Yes, we could plunder and pillage to our heart's content, but what would be the point?
I thought that was the point.
One day we turn around and find the Federation breathing down our necks, and what will have changed? This ship has the power to alter the face of the galaxy. Liberator's technology is light years beyond what Earth has, and we can use it.
How?
There are dispossessed and disenchanted people all across Federation space. The security forces keep them isolated. They stop them from connecting. They stamp out common cause, but if those people could be rallied, if they had a unifying force...
He's tug-thumping again.
So you want the Liberator to be a symbol? You're such an idealist, Blake.
What's that?
Idealist doesn't automatically equate to fool. We can turn this vessel into a flagship against the Federation and despotic leaders like Servalan.
As I recall, the men that lead the charge are the ones who die with the first shot.
What's that racket?
Zen, acknowledge.
Proximity warning alert. Unidentified targets detected. Interception in 60 seconds.
Ships? How did they get so close? Why didn't the sensors pick them up before now?
The system's dense with dust clouds. They must have been cruising on low power, doing a sprint and drift.
Power up the weapons batteries. Zen, can you give us a visual?
Confirmed.
Federation pursuit ships.
They're firing!
To Vector 3 Alpha. I have a firing solution. Hit them! Rebels are returning fire. Evasive maneuvers. Extend away and reacquire. Evasive. Aye, sir. Raptor 1 to Cormorant. Commander Travis, do you read?
Roger that, Raptor lead. Report.
Initial barrage shows minor damage to target. I read their power core. We can combine fire and try for a kill shot, sir.
Negative, Captain. The Supreme Commander wants the target intact.
Pursuit ships are engaging us.
Have the guns recharged?
60% climbing.
That'll have to do. Fire!
Direct hit! Sheared his torpedo pod right off!
The others are coming around behind. We're outnumbered. We have to disengage.
Liberator's more than a match for pursuit ships.
With an experienced crew on the bridge, yes, but the current one's a little lacking, don't you think? Blake!
He's right. Zen, spin up the star drive now. We need to jump. Jenna, map us an escape vector.
Working on it!
Sir, they're going to run. Not today. Engage the sensor baffle. Full dispersal.
What the hell? We just lost our scopes. Electromag, thermal, quantum, all gone.
Just blast us out of here!
We're blind, you fool. We can't fly if we can't see.
They're jamming our sensors. We can't risk a translation jump if we can't see where we're heading.
Can't you just look out the window?
They've stopped shooting.
Incoming message.
Okay, let's hear what they have to say. Zen, give us an audio uplink. No visual display.
This is Commander Travis of the Federation Defense Service. Section Leader Mezin, I order you to surrender. You are outclassed and outgunned.
Mezin? If he wants to talk to her, he'll need a medium.
Power down your systems now or I'll destroy you.
Is there any way we can burn through that jamming?
I could work up a countermeasure, if I had a couple of days.
I don't think he's going to give us that luxury.
Whichever ship's generating that jamming field won't have much power to spare. It'll be slow-moving, sluggish.
Mezin, you have 60 seconds to respond.
They're closing in.
He wants to board us. That's why he ceased firing. He wants this ship intact.
Maybe Villa's right. Avon, use the standard optical scopes. They'll still be working. Find the ECM ship and feed GAN the target.
Well, that'll take a few moments.
I'll buy us some time. Zen, open a visual link.
Sir, incoming signal from the target. Come to your senses, Mezin. Surrender the Liberator and you might still get out of this alive.
Regrettably, Section Leader Mezin is no longer with us. I'm in command now.
Blake?
Hello, Travis. Wonder if you might do me a favor. I have a message for Servalan.
You can't escape. You must know that.
Take a long, hard look at this ship, Travis. It marks the end of the old order. It's a weapon the likes of which you have never seen.
Almost there.
Engaging rotation, main gun coming to bear.
The Liberator is the herald of a new era. One where the Federation's injustices will not be tolerated. Where they will be met by reprisals, by force.
Rhetoric won't win you any battles, Blake. And that derelict is worthless if you can't even fly it.
I have the target. Transferring data.
I beg to differ, Commander. Fire!
Raptor 2, respond. Get that jammer back up.
Commander, Raptor 2 is gone.
The Liberator is moving. We're inside its driveway. We're too close. Brace for shockwave. Collision alert.
He's breaking away. No!
escape pods! Abandon ship!
All sensor grids online. Jump drive countdown commencing.
What the hell did you do back there, Jenna?
Ran the main thrusters at max for a split second. The energy pulse hit the pursuit ships like a fusion torch. It'd never have worked if they hadn't been trying to board us.
I'm detecting wreckage and escape pods. We should turn about and finish them off.
No. I gave Travis a message. I want it delivered.
You can run, Blake, but you can't hide.
Star drive system charging is at optimal crew component life size. Service interface open for sensor grid adjustment.
Haven? Haven, what are you doing in here?
I'm ordering the Liberator's defense drones to murder everyone on the ship, but me.
What?
The sensor grid, Villa. I'm programming in a filter to counter the effects of any other Federation ECM ships we might encounter. That should suffice.
I thought you said that would take you days to do.
It did. When did you sleep last?
I don't know. There's no day-night cycle on board this thing. My body clock's all over the place.
Service interface closing.
I'm done here. Let's get back to the bridge.
If I'm reading this right, there's no sign of any Federation vessels nearby.
Hardly surprising. This system is nothing but a dead rock and a temperamental flare star, which is why no fleet nav in their right mind would come anywhere near it.
Which is why we're using it as a waypoint. How many jumps from here to Rigel?
If we stay off the beaten track, 2, maybe 3.
Plot a course, Jenna. What were you doing in the computer core?
Reprogramming the ship's sensors.
You could have done that from up here.
Well, quicker to do it from the core. Direct input to the neural matrix takes half the time. Do you have some trust issues, Blake?
Of course not.
You didn't trust us with your big scheme, though, did you?
I don't follow you, Villa.
No. But we have to follow you, don't we?
What are you babbling on about now?
What does it matter, eh?
No, Villa, if you have something to say, let's hear it.
Yes, do speak up.
Fine. Okay. Thanks to that rousing little speech you gave to Travis, we're all in for the duration, aren't we? The moment you showed your face to him, you signed us all up to this bloody crusade of yours.
I'm not forcing anyone to do anything they don't want to.
Yes, you are. You put us in the crosshairs the moment you opened your mouth.
You're free to leave any time you want.
I'll just get out here then, shall I? Oh, wait. I'm a wanted fugitive. But not the ordinary, decent criminal kind, no. Thanks to you, I'm on the dissident revolutionary blacklist. You didn't give us a choice, Blake. You just went right ahead and damn the consequences.
You're wrong. He knew exactly what the consequences would be. I'm sure Blake never made an ill-considered choice in his life.
I brought you on board, didn't I?
Villa, do you want to leave the ship?
I show my face on any civilized planet and I'll be dead in 5 minutes.
Star drive's ready. Course is set.
Then let's go. All of us.
Status, Lieutenant Ricks.
Supreme Commander, I have a communique from the Station 7 outpost.
Did they locate the task force?
Yes, ma'am. The ships were destroyed. Most of their crews lost or severely injured. Commander Travis was amongst those recovered.
I want to speak to him.
This is Travis.
Where is my prize, Commander?
I warned you. We should have obliterated the Liberator when we had the chance.
First Vishnu, and now this. How could you allow Section Leader Mezin to outwit you twice?
Mezin is dead. She's not in command of that ship. I doubt she ever was.
Then who is?
An old friend. Rog Blake.
Blake?
We reconstructed the London's logs. At least 2 other prisoners escaped with Blake, a pilot and a systems engineer.
He'll never surrender that ship. Not to us. His hatred for the Federation and me is far too strong. Forgive me, Travis, for doubting you. You have my personal authority to appropriate whatever fleet resources you require to expedite your mission.
Thank you, Supreme Commander. You've made the right decision.
I'm counting on it. I want Blake and his rebels terminated. And I will not tolerate failure.
is gonna get us all killed.
Stop fretting.
Fretting? This isn't fretting. This is full-blown panic.
Look, if you have a better option, then say so. But right now, I think we're all safer here, inside the Liberator, than we would be out on our own.
You make me sound like an idiot when you put it that way.
You don't need my help in that department.
I thought you and me had an understanding. A rapport.
We do. I understand you perfectly. You're a coward.
So I have a heightened sense of self-preservation. That just makes me more aware of how much trouble we're in.
Well, what do you want me to say? That Blake's wrong and you're right? I've heard this all before.
I don't want to spend the rest of my life dead just because Blake wants to fight a holy war with the Federation. I know his type. All high ideals, big talk, and never mind the collateral damage.
He talks a lot of truth. The Federation is corrupt.
Everyone's corrupt in their own way. Everyone has a price.
With this ship, we can hit the Federation where it hurts. Someone has to make a stand.
Revenge! Oh, I see it now. Gan wants a little payback, eh?
They murdered my wife, Villa. They executed Lola right in front of me.
Getting yourself killed in Blake's crusade won't bring her back.
No, it won't. But it's my decision.
Gan? Oh, bloody hell.
Touching.
Oh, Avon, you frightened the life out of me. How long you been lurking back there?
Long enough. Long enough to see you and I share a similar viewpoint.
What is that supposed to mean?
I find myself wondering, would the Liberator be better served by a regime change?
We're inside the star system's superluminal horizon. We have to go sublight from here.
How long until we're in sensor range of the inner planets?
Soon. There's a super Jovian planet blocking the scanner field, but we'll slip past it in a couple of minutes.
Zen, run the sweep for passive beacons again.
Confirm.
You've already done that twice and come up empty. What, you think the third time's a charm?
I don't understand. We stop at Rigel and they're waiting for us, and then again at Hightower. Going there was a last-minute choice. It's not a coincidence.
Bad luck happens, Blake.
There's no such thing.
Problem?
Blake's convinced Travis slapped a tracker on us.
You think that's why we keep running into pursuit ships?
It's either that or someone on board is tipping off the Federation to our every move.
Sweep complete. No transmitters are active aboard Liberator.
Same as last time.
Maybe Servalan's got psychics working for her now.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past her.
There's only one other explanation.
I know I'm not going to like this.
Travis must have a rough idea of the Liberator's capabilities. He knows we've been hit hard and that we're looking for a safe haven where we can rest up.
And?
He's methodical, a planner. We're not running into Federation ships because he knows where we're going. It's because he's covering every possible bolt hole.
You'd need one hell of a lot of vessels to do that.
He must have half the fleet out here on interdiction duty. I suppose we should be flattered.
We're clearing the Super Jovian.
Jenna, cut the drives. Go dark.
All right. Starting to drift. We're in the planet's gravity well.
Zen, passive scan. What's out there?
Multiple Shepherd moons in eccentric orbits. Tertiary ring systems. Magnetic anomalies.
Ships?
Confirmed. 8 vessels of type designated Federation Pursuit Ship Mark IV in quiescent mode.
There they are. Hiding in the radiation belts between the Super Jovian and its moons.
A welcoming committee.
Very friendly. How did you know they'd be there?
That's what I'd have done.
Smart tactics. Standard entry vector for a Type 4 star system is to slingshot around the outer planet for the boost on the exit vector.
They'd let us pass, then emerge from the planet's sensor shadow, guns blazing.
What now?
They can't have seen us. We can turn around and sneak away.
Where to? This is another safe harbor we've lost. We're running out of places to hide.
There's still the frontier. We could head out there.
No. We'll find somewhere. We have to.
Hyperspace translation complete. Going to low power mode. We can coast for a few hours before we have to commit to an exit vector. If anyone has any suggestions about where to go next, then let's hear them.
Jenna, any other messages?
Just the one, just like before.
Okay, I can deal with that. Thanks.
Out for a stroll?
Avon. Just gathering my thoughts.
Anything I can help with?
I don't know. I've been poring over the star charts for this region, looking for a secure port.
Seeking sanctuary.
Every viable option will be as clear to Travis as it is to me. He'll be waiting for us at every turn.
The commander does show a certain dogged kind of cunning. Quite atypical for a Federation fleet officer.
It's more than that. He's made this personal.
All the more reason to give up on this pointless crusade. You're risking all our lives. Travis is forcing you to react to his tactics. The Liberator is being herded.
And of course, you have a solution.
I won't insult your intelligence by pretending I'm here out of choice. Right now, the only thing that matters for us all is survival. But keep us here playing cat and mouse with Travis, and sooner or later the cat will get its prey.
I won't let that happen.
I'm sure you believe that. We can jump to the fringe worlds and find a safe refuge. Sit this out.
No, if we run, Avon, we die. We have to make a stand against Servalan, don't you see?
Now who's making it personal?
You can get off whenever you like, Avon.
I think I'd prefer to stay a while longer. If only so I can have the satisfaction of saying I told you so when the time comes.
Don't hold your breath. Jen, what's our situation?
We're ready to set a course, Blake.
Zen, give me the local star map.
Confirmed.
Origate. Tigris. Losing hand. All possible anchorages?
No, no, and no. Origay is too close to the Quintus Penal Colony. Tigris is a rad world. Losing Hand is full of scumbags who'd sell us out to Servalan in a heartbeat.
What about Albion?
There's a Federation command center there.
And if we head spinward, we'll have to pass through Vega.
Same problem.
Outstanding. So we're back to square one then?
How very perceptive of you.
Have you got anything helpful to say, Villa? If not, then shut up.
Any other bursts of blinding genius, Blake? No? You surprise me.
Actually, I have got a suggestion.
Really?
EOS.
Never heard of it.
It's a dead system. But there's an abandoned dry dock platform there.
Abandoned? Why?
It was an independent shipbuilding concern, liners and stuff. There was an embezzlement scam 10 years ago. The company folded and lost everything. They couldn't even afford to scrap their own station. It was all covered up to fool the shareholders.
How come you know so much about it?
You know how it is. People in prison cells need something to talk about. Yeah, but I didn't have anything to do with it.
EOS. It's right here. Close to Vega, but not too close. Easy jump to get there.
A dry dock. There might be hardware we could salvage to speed up the ship's repairs.
The fleet navs probably don't even know it's still there.
Yes, my thoughts exactly.
And you're just coming forward with this now?
I didn't want to mention it, but, as you're so dead set on staying in this sector...
Zen, query transit time. Current location to EOS platform.
11 hours, 26 minutes standard.
I'm not sure.
At this stage, I don't think we can afford to be choosy, do you?
Zen, set a course for EOS.
Confirmed.
Blake, this is the best alternative. We're taking it.
Seems we're decided.
Zen, tell me about recent off-ship communications made by Blake.
3 messages. Details blocked.
Indeed. And remind me again of the data you have on our current destination.
The EOS platform has been abandoned for 9 local solar cycles. Productivity, nil. Population, nil.
Good. It sounds like the perfect place for a showdown.
Approaching EOS platform. Prepare for docking.
Hard seal. We're locked on. Blake, you're clear for egress.
Got it, Jenna. Hatch opening. We're moving inside.
Copy that. Watch yourself in there. I'm reading serious structural fatigue, multiple hull breaches. It's probably only the rust that's holding that thing together.
Tell Villa if he's good, I'll bring him back a present.
Get something he needs, like a backbone. The autonomous drones are deploying from the ship.
We'll be sure to stay out of their way.
No desire to venture out, Villa?
I told Blake where to find it. Doesn't mean I want to go poking around inside 1 million tons of unstable space station.
Remind me again how you knew about this place?
What are you implying? I'm just trying to help.
Calm down. We're just not used to you employing your initiative.
Blake, do you see? Helium-3 fuel stores, here and there.
Anything in the pot?
Checking. No, it's dry as a bone.
I'm not surprised. Once the dry dock was abandoned, the regulator controls would have gone offline. All the fuel just boiled away into space.
What a waste.
Yep.
Dad, quickly, stand back! Oh. Bloody drone. Scared the crap out of me.
Just keep away from the cutting mandibles. Don't interfere with it.
No kidding.
The light glass spinner hornets. Dismantling one structure, consuming it, regurgitating the material elsewhere into new forms. The perfect engineer.
Sorry, Blake, but anything with that many legs just creeps me out.
Afraid of a little bug, Gan? You surprise me.
It's the size of a ground car.
Then maybe you shouldn't look up.
Oh, there's thousands of the buggers.
They'll have the damage Travis inflicted patched up in no time. Once we get full tanks, Liberator will be 100% functional.
And then we can call in some unsettled debts.
How far inside the platform are they?
The scope says 500 meters from the docking hatch. Moving down station.
Zen, considering the mass of their environment suits and the structure of the platform, how long would it take Blake and Gan to get back to the hatch?
Estimate 97.6 seconds.
Avon?
And how long would it take to recall the drones, cycle the hatch, and disengage the ship?
24.32 seconds.
Avon, what are you doing?
Do it now, Zen.
Confirmed.
The hatch, Villa.
Wait, Villa, you can't!
The hatch, Villa.
Done.
What the hell? The hatch is closing.
Avon.
Confirm vessel is clear of docking gantry and free to navigate. Drone recovery is complete.
And here we are.
That'll be them.
I don't doubt it.
I won't flatter your ego by pretending this comes as a surprise.
Very gracious of you, but keep your hands on top of the console where I can see them.
You're in on this too, Villa?
Well, that's what you expected, isn't it? After all, I'm spineless.
I have control of Liberator's systems, Jenna. Zen responds to me. But I still need a pilot.
You don't control this ship. It just allows you to think you do.
We need to reach an understanding, Jenna. Do we have it?
Jenna, come on. I know your heart's not in Blake's cause. We take this ship and we never need to see the Federation again.
And we leave 2 men to die on that wreck?
Parts of EOS still have life support supplies.
But no way off.
Blake is very resourceful.
You told Villa about the station, didn't you?
Make a choice, Jenna.
Zen, open a comm link.
Jenna? Jenna, can you hear me? Are you okay?
Blake? I'm afraid there's been a change of command.
They've marooned us. Villain. Traitorous little...
We're not castaways just yet.
An optimistic evaluation, Blake, but sadly the wrong one.
Avon, don't be foolish. It's a death sentence if you leave us here. For everyone.
That's the problem with men like you, Blake. You refuse to see the harsh reality of a situation even when it's staring you in the face.
We told you we didn't want to be freedom fighters. Why couldn't you have just listened?
You think you have a choice in this, Villa? None of us does. We lost that the moment we set foot on Liberator. What the ship represents is bigger than any one of us.
Spare me the rhetoric, Blake. It's over. You've been dethroned.
Jenna, you're going along with this? You can't trust him. Avon's only interest is Avon. Are you sure you understand what you're doing, Jenna?
Don't worry, Blake. I'm fully aware of the gravity of the situation.
What? What are you doing?
I can't stand up.
Adjusting localized gravitational lensing.
Comfortable? That's about 10 times Earth standard gravity you're experiencing. Oh, this ship is a marvel, isn't it? Taylor G-Field's the fastest drive I've ever seen. You know, I don't think I'm willing to let you take over just yet, Avon.
Zen, normalize the gravity field.
He won't. I told you before, the ship doesn't answer to you. The Liberator is alive. It's willful and moody.
Zen!
You just have to know how to talk to it.
Approaching EOS platform. Prepare for docking.
I never should have listened to you.
Oh, shut up, Villa.
Hard seal. We have capture.
Release them.
Blake, Look, let me explain. It was all his idea.
You can explain to my fists.
Gan, don't.
Why? You give me one good reason why we shouldn't fling them out of the lock and dump them on that rust trap, just like they wanted to do with us.
Because we need them.
How magnanimous of you.
Frankly, I'm surprised it took you so long to get around to this.
If you knew he was going to try something, well, why did you let it happen?
Some lessons need to be learned the hard way. Like they used to say in engineering school. There are no failures, only more data.
Blake, the philosopher.
Jenna was right. There's no captain aboard this ship. Whatever built it didn't think in terms of a chain of command. The crew and the vessel are a single unit, each a component of the other.
You gambled that Jenna wouldn't turn on you.
It wasn't a gamble. You're a smarter man than I am, Avon, but for all your intellect, you didn't win today because you don't understand people. Jenna's a spacer, and she'll do what's right for her ship, every time.
And you think he's the better man to follow?
For now.
We can still drop you off somewhere. Your choice.
I'll stay, for now.
Yeah, me too.
I don't want to miss any of your other schemes. No doubt you'll enlighten us all when you're ready.
Perhaps. Zen, can you deploy the drones again? There's no fuel on Eos, but I'm sure we can pick over the bones of the platform.
Confirmed.
Meantime, think about any people, organizations we can talk to. Anyone who might need us.
Particularly if you can use them.
So, Gan? No hard feelings then?
I trusted you. You were going to leave me out there to die.
Yeah, about that. It's just that, well, there wasn't any other way. And
I thought you were my friend.
I am. I'm a coward as well. It's in my nature. I'm sorry.
Yes, you are. From now on, Villa, if you know what's good for you, just stay the hell out of my way.
Blake, I think they're on to us. Do you still want to go ahead with this?
Any enemy of the Federation gets my full attention, Nico. As long as you're safe.
With half the Phaedron government in Federation pay? Not likely, is it? Those bastards are planning an enforced takeover. Direct rule from Earth. We've got recorded proof, but who do we show it to?
They're scared. Things are tightening all over. Just send me the new coordinates and I'll be there.
I'm doing that now. And thanks, Blake. It'll be good to meet you. And it'll be secure. Code Omicron level, I swear it. We do need your help.
You were told not to pull any tricks.
He'll be here, Travis. Isn't that enough?
Garcia!
Commander?
Take your positions. The trap's set. But don't inform Fleet Command. Not yet. Not until we've enough gory details to keep Madam Supreme Commander happy.
So, now you understand, Avon.
Was it worth all the secrecy? You know it's bound to be a trap.
I'm sure it is. Code Omicron, that's old carrier service black for no-go zone.
Well, that's encouraging.
In his day, Nico Ballantyne was a radical activist and a real old bruiser. He's been a thorn in the Federation's side for years. Sounds like he needs our help.
You think someone has a gun to his head?
That's why I need you to come to Fedra with me.
Me? Oh no. It's your battle, not mine, Blake. Or do you still think I'll steal the Liberator when your back's turned?
You're an objective eye.
You mean I'm a clinical, cold-hearted bastard who understands the nature of evil better than you? No, sorry. I'm staying put. Fresh air has a corrosive effect on my lungs.
And because I trust you, Avon. Okay, but at least I know where I stand with you.
Coming from anyone else, I'd be insulted. All right, Blake. I'll come. But you can break the happy news to the rest of the crew.
Roger, Typhon, you're cleared to join formation.
All ships, watch your separation prior to star drive activation.
Orion confirms flag transfer. Commander Travis has assumed operational authority.
This is a fleet-wide directive. All vessels to Condition 2 alert. Repeat, all vessels to Condition 2. Hold positions until further orders.
You're going? Just like that?
So what do we get out of it? And don't give us another speech about helping the oppressed.
Shut up, Villa.
I'm oppressed too, you know.
Jenna told you to shut up, Villa.
You see?
We get information. Maybe an alliance.
And will that involve decent food?
Who is this Nico Ballantyne? How do you know we can trust him?
Just stay and wait. That's all you have to do.
If you're out shopping, a top-up of fuel wouldn't go amiss.
Zen, what's the status of the drones? How are the repairs progressing? Zen?
Zen, you were given a direct question. Respond. Zen?
Materials recovered from EOS platform have been restructured and applied to damaged areas of Liberator.
What's with the pauses? It's like he's distracted or something.
Zen is an it, Jenna, not a he. Don't read traits into it that aren't there.
Fuel stores remain below optimal levels.
Told you.
It's on about fuel again. This ship drinks more than Villa.
I've got a friend at last.
It's a big vessel. It needs extra reaction mass. As long as it doesn't go scavenging on its own again.
Well, don't look at me.
Zen, ready to jump to Phaedra system.
System confirmed. Commencing jump.
Commander, I have new intelligence from the frigate Typhon.
Put it up for me. Well now.
Data from their sensor logs, sir. An anomalous energy source at these coordinates.
Is it a match for the Liberator?
Not exactly, Commander.
Well?
The anomaly pattern is similar to records from Bethesda and Vishnu, but according to Typhon's sensor grid, the mass was too large, and there were multiple returns.
Multiple? Some sort of sensor echo?
Sir, the time index doesn't match. According to our logs, the Liberator was spotted near Rigel at the same time. It couldn't have been in two places at once.
Not unless there's more than one of them.
What is it?
It's here, the Liberator. It's just dropped into the system. Sector 11 and closing.
Just the one?
Yes, sir.
Maintain radio silence. Let them right inside. This time, there won't be any mistakes.
There it is. Phaedra.
Blake, once we're in the star's gravity shadow, we can't jump away again if we need to.
Okay, Jenna. We're ready to go. And remember, communication silence once we're away.
I've not forgotten. Zen, high-intensity scan. Look for ships in stealth mode. Zen, conduct the scan.
Scanning. Processing.
What's the old chiphead on about now? Did somebody break it?
A convergence of unidentified ships is detected beyond Sector 12. Visualization unavailable. Energy signatures identify them as civilian vessels.
Could be a rally of some sort.
Or a regatta.
Blake, shuttle's clear to go.
Thanks, Jenna.
We'll be waiting.
Closing all channels now.
There he goes, off to his rendezvous. Run every scan you have on the main ship. I want projections of the drive systems, the defense capabilities, and possible retaliation if we board her.
If that was a troop carrier, it could hold thousands.
Why would Blake be heading up an alien invasion? That's hardly his style. He's not getting away from me this time.
How right you are, Travis.
Supreme Commander.
At ease, gentlemen. My apologies for arriving unannounced, but I grew weary of your reports, Travis, and I wanted to see this unassailable warship for myself.
I was thinking, Jenna. There are hand weapons in the armory, right? Suppose we were armed?
I don't like guns.
I didn't mean giving you one. I meant those of us who are trustworthy.
Yeah, forget it, Gan. An untrained person carrying a loaded firearm on a starship is a danger to all of us.
Now she's found the rule book.
No one is handing out weapons unless we need them.
It'd give me peace of mind.
Zen, run another sweep on that bunch of ships. Define their energy signatures.
Confirmed. No movement. All 57 signatures identical. Non-military civilian merchant class.
57? Identical?
Confirmed.
Oops.
Attention. Another ship detected in the shadow of Phaedra's primary moon. Energy signature identical to 57 merchant ships.
What about a visual for that one? Zen.
Here we go again.
Extrapolating. Visual complete.
Damn. It's a cruiser. Blake, do you read me? Blake!
He's shut down communications.
A shuttlecraft has left the Federation cruiser, heading for the planet's surface. The other craft are also changing their formation.
Told you. It's a trap. We're doomed.
Blake, open your channel.
Blake, open your channel. Blake, open your channel.
Reference with escapees from the London.
Blake,
have her. Jenna Stannis, convicted smuggler and profiteer.
Such a pretty face.
Did you have to park so far from the coordinates?
I prefer to make an unexpected entrance. You're not used to this, are you, Avon? You really should get out more.
Careful.
Relax. They're quite docile if we skirt around under the trees. See?
Didn't those things used to be antelope?
As I remember, the ones at home only had 2 pairs of legs. Even so, they don't seem worried by us.
It's the quiet ones they worry about.
You must be Nico Ballantyne. I'm Roche Blake.
And you're a bloody fool to come, Blake.
Probably. And this is Kerr Avon.
I'm the other bloody fool.
Just thank God I caught you. Now, we can't stay here. They've extended the patrols out across the mudlands and the forest.
They?
Federation's so-called peacekeeper troops, drafted in by government invitation. Where's your ship?
Along the valley.
I know about the shuttle. I meant the famous Liberator.
It's within reach.
Well, that's good. You're quite the celebrity, you know. All over the networks. Let's get you undercover.
Just a minute. How do we know you won't hand us over to the Federation?
Yeah, they thought that too, but I've got other plans.
I guessed you might. Suppose we don't agree.
I'm not going to argue. Phaedra needs what you have.
There's no need for the gun, Nico. We came to help you.
What a disappointment. Always the same with power. It's easier if we help ourselves. Now go on, get moving. Back to the shuttle.
And easier still if you leave it to us.
Travis? Look, no. I brought them, you see, just as I promised. The shuttle's that way.
You're surrounded, Blake. I've waited much too long for this.
And so have I.
Servalan.
You've been so busy since we last spoke, Blake, but it's good to see you one final time. Bring him now, Travis.
Aren't you going to kill us here? It's a nice quiet spot. Far away enough for public opinion not to notice.
Oh, I agree. You're old news. Other public enemies need their moment in the spotlight too, you know.
She wants the ship.
Everybody wants the ship, it seems.
Perhaps we should give it to her.
And who are you?
Kerr Avon. Lunar University laureate in computer psychology.
An embezzler and fraudster. Another of the London escapees.
Oh, Blake. You have fallen in with a bad crowd.
At least they're honest about their crimes.
Bring them. They can give me a tour of their stolen property.
I'm getting a read on the ships now. Federation transponders, 2 flights of pursuit ships, 3 frigates, and a pair of Titan-class battle cruisers.
They're not taking any chances this time, are they?
They're moving into a skirmish line.
Why didn't we run when we could?
All right. Blake will have to take his chances. I'm bringing us about. Zen, warm up the weapons.
Confirmed. Weapon systems ready. System ready. The system...
What's he burbling about now?
There's more firepower out there than I've ever seen.
Now they want a war? I think it's time we gave it to them.
What the hell was that?
Plasma charge, they're shooting already.
Zen, where are thrusters? Zen! Hang on, you two. This is gonna be rough.
Rough I can handle. It's fatal I'm not keen on.
Got him! Direct hit on the pursuit ships. He's gone Nova.
Nice shot! Oh, a couple more of those and we might not die.
Keep us turning, Jenna. Don't give them a sitting target.
We've got damage on the ventral pod. Atmosphere and reaction mass are bleeding out. Zen, what are you doing?
Incoming! You just saved my life.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? How'd that happen? It's not like me at all.
Tell me about the Liberator, Blake. Is it as powerful as they say?
How should I know? I don't listen to gossip.
How many of you are there?
Enough.
Do you really think one ship, however powerful, will tip the balance?
Yes. And so do you, or you wouldn't be here.
Phaedra is a free world. We can't let them have it.
By we, you mean your activist party?
Not anymore. Oh no. They retired me from the council years ago. But we still keep them busy. Petitions, campaigns.
Who is this we?
My wife and I. No one else listens. And then we heard about you on the networks. Small people can still make a difference.
And you dragged us into this?
These bastards turned up and threatened to kill my Deborah. What would you have done in my position?
If we get out of this alive, I'll save them the trouble.
Hey! There were flashes up there in the sky. Like a battle. There!
Travis! What's happening? What are you doing to my ship?
Raptor 9 destroyed. Raptors 10 and 6 report hull breaches.
Draw them back. Bring up the frigates. Order them to fire a missile salvo.
Lieutenant, our warheads are having difficulty locking onto the target silhouette.
Set for proximity detonation. A near hit will be enough.
Missiles firing. Target damaged, but still operable, sir.
What's the status of the battlecruisers?
Both ships report main particle cannons are charged. Ready at your discretion.
Let's see them dodge this. Fire!
Jenna!
This panel is finished.
Jenna, can you hear me? She needs medical help.
I'm not a pilot. The flight controls are a mess. What do I do? Zen, what do I do?
You feel that? I think the ship's starting to tumble.
They're coming around for another pass. This is it, Villa. We're sitting ducks.
2 direct hits on the central hull, Lieutenant. Target's motion has become erratic. I read power fluctuations across all wavebands.
Englobe it. Don't give them an escape route.
10 seconds to full recharge. Battle cruisers are standing by to fire. Another barrage should be enough to finish them, sir.
Garcia, tell them to hold fire.
Sir, I thought the Supreme Commander's orders were to destroy the target.
I'm rescinding those orders, Lieutenant.
Sir, we have the target surrounded.
She's already crippled.
I said hold your fire, Garcia. Stand by for further orders. Blake, tell your ship to surrender. It has nowhere to run.
I will not.
You're not in the plush council chamber now, Blake. There's no democratic vote.
How much is the Liberator worth to you? It's unique. Can you afford to throw that new technology away?
Supreme Commander, a word. You know what men like Blake fear the most?
Well?
It isn't death, it's capitulation. Giving in to his enemy will be Blake's greatest failure.
I shall enjoy that part.
You're gambling our lives for the ship, Blake. Think of the others.
She's desperate for the Liberator. It's her ultimate power accessory. She hasn't stopped salivating since she arrived.
And people don't matter, do they? You're all the same. All crazed with power.
And you never were.
We're people too, Nico. It's respect that's important. Servalan.
Blake.
Avon, call the Liberator. They'll stand down weapons if we get free passage out of here.
Subject to negotiation.
Travis, you have my word, Blake.
Liberator's not responding. Comms must be down.
Then we're going back anyway.
Oh no. No way.
You've got us where you want us, Travis.
Let Avon go. We keep Blake.
And what about us, eh? You're just washing your hands of us. That's why we'll always fight.
Avon, get the gun! Servalan, you're coming with us.
Clearly there's no end to your stupidity.
You're our ticket out of here. Avon, shuttle door.
I promise that you'll live to regret this.
Hold your fire. They can't get far. I beg to differ. Keep an eye on her. We're heading back to the ship.
If there's still a ship to get back to.
Garcia, what's the target status?
No change, Commander. No retaliation, no movement.
The shuttle's returning, sir. Do we open fire?
No, let it through. No firing.
Commander?
Weapons on standby. Prepare boarding parties. I'm leading this one myself.
How's Jenna?
Stabilizing. If she knew our status, she might not bother.
Zen, respond.
Shut down, just like everything else. You took your time.
Yeah, what's been happening?
Jenna's out cold. She'll be okay. Zen's offline.
Truth. It's her.
Have you met Servalan, Supreme Commander of Terran Federation Forces? Today she's slumming it with us.
She'll give Jenna a fright.
Avon, get working on Zen. We need to get out of here.
Is this all? All Travis's task force against 5 of you?
Well, 7 actually, if you count Zen and the ship. What's happening?
Alert. All hatches securing. Secure crew components.
It's sealing us in.
Zen, what are you doing?
It's a lockdown.
Alert. Secure the vessel. System override in progress.
Zen!
System override.
You're wasting your breath.
System.
It's not listening to us anymore.
Lieutenant, I've got something odd on sensors.
Show me.
A gravity distortion. Looks like the bow wave from an incoming star drive translation. But it's big. It's coming through. 3, 4, 5 of them.
Fleet-wide alert. My God. They're Liberators.
5 more Liberators.
They're firing.
Override engaged. Command protocols active.
The alien ships are broadcasting something.
Cascade failure overload program isolated. Deactivated.
It's not possible. My encryption keys are unbreakable.
All those Federation ships. They're just blowing them apart.
Balance has been restored. Opening holochannel.
It's human.
Almost.
My name is Blake. Who... What are you?
We are the system. We are one. You have something that belongs to us.
Liberator was written by James Swallow and starred Derek Rydell as Blake, Colin Salmon, Avon, Carrie Dobro, Jenna, Dean Harris, Villa, Owen Aronovich, Gan, India Fisher, Mezin, and Alistair Locke as Zen. Daniela Nardini was Servalan, and Craig Kelly, Travis. Guest stars were Doug Bradley, Nico, and Jake Maskell as Lieutenant Garcia. Other parts were played by members of the cast and Evangelo Cusis as Lieutenant Riggs, Barbara Jocelyn, Security Monitor, Robert Maloney, Operator, Colin Ravey, the Captain, and Vanda Opalinsky as the Avatar. Post-production title and incidental music by Alistair Locke. Blake 7 was created by Terry Nation and directed by Andrew Mark Saul.